What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic night. It's been one hell of a long day for me, and as I've been telling you guys, quite busy at work. Boss away for the week, so had to work, had to do some things at the shop after work, had to do things before I got home. Dude, it's been insane. So put this together as quick as I could earlier, put some things, the final touches on it. Knew I was going to get home late, and I was like, damn it. Hopefully, I'm going to hit it around halftime of NBA Finals. So, dude, it's just been wild as hell. As you can see, I'm still covered in cement. Dude, it was quite a day from grinding out cement to building steps more and just more. But I hope you're all doing well. And I hope you're ready to talk some birds, because that is what we are here to do tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So appreciate you all taking the time, whether you're watching this live, watching this later. Appreciate you hitting that like button, subscribing, sharing, all that stuff means the world to me. And I've been quite busy, so I haven't seen you in a couple of days. Hope you've all been well. You need anything, whether it is about the birds, life, you know I'm always here for you. But right here, right now, I've got something a little special brewing, and it's the top 30. Yeah, that's right, 30 off-season additions. We're going to look at 15 on each offense and defense, and then we'll take a look before any of that at the additions and losses so far this off-season. You'll see what kind of madman Howie Roseman truly is, but we're live here tonight, so I'd love to hear your thoughts on this as we go through it, but I'll be always trying to check those comments, so you have anything on your mind, you're watching this later, love to hear from you as well. You can tell me who your top 10, 15, 20, 30, 35. What's going on, my man Joe? Appreciate you, my man. Go Birds. No cut. Let's F it go. We got a dragon up in here. My man Lil, let's go. Yo, all of you. Cannot thank you enough. And hope you guys are all having a great day. Definitely a long one for me. But Keisha, Bob, let's go. You guys, cannot thank you enough. And I knew some of you would tune in. You're true sickos. You really are. And I can't thank you enough for that, because holy hell. And I can't even believe I have this show together right now. So let's get this baby rolling, man. We got some information to go through. So we're going to start it off. We're going to take a look at what's gone down. And you hear people talking about, oh, yeah, well, all these players you lost in the offseason, or you got the negative Nancy's, we're done for. All these players retired and this, that. That's fantastic. Let's take a look at what's making them lose their mind. Here's what happened. And yeah, you lost some players, you could see, via free agency or trade, like Hassan Reddick there to the Jets. There's a lot of players that definitely moved on, but no one really sticking out other than who we mentioned there, Reddick. Swift obviously gone, but we took care of that. I think for me, you're always going to lose players. So it's just funny to see people, oh my God, we lost all these players. That's fine, man. There's a reason we didn't re-sign him. Opeta wouldn't have mind, having him back, but time to move on, see what Steen is. Now, Fletcher Cox and Jason Kelsey retiring. No one ever wanted to see that day come, but we all knew that it would, and it's unfortunately this year. So, look, we've got the pieces in place all ready to fill in for those guys. We're going to hope that Juergen, Steen, those guys we mentioned on the line. And then on the opposite side, you got Jordan Davis. You got Jalen Carter there, Milton Williams. I think we'll get things figured out, but there's still guys out there that we haven't re-signed, some veteran players that don't think we will. You've talked about, Zach Cunningham out there. I've obviously mentioned him because of Bobby King, our new linebackers coach, the familiarity there when they were with the Titans there. So other than that, I think we have added, and you'll see that here in a second. So let's take a look at how he did then in free agency to fill those voids. So I sat here like, not only typing these names, and I'm like, I have to change the colors too, so it sticks out. And yeah, so that took forever. But as you can see, my Lord, these are all of the free agents that we have added so far since free agency. Clearly, Perry Nickerson, John Ross, Max Sharping, those are some of the later guys. But dear Lord, there is a plethora of names here that we are going to be talking about here tonight. And then you can see that we retained a lot of our players that were either free agents or we were re-signing, restructuring. But you could see we were getting things done in-house as well. So those are all the moves Howie made. And before he did any of that, you had your reserve future guys. And holy hell, there's a monstrous list. And you've seen all of these guys that we have. And these are the updated ones. I took off the guys that aren't there anymore that were reserve future signings. But you can see these are all of the players that were added. And this is without showing you the drafted and undrafted rookies this year. So, wow, Howie Roseman, you sick son of a. Let's take a look at the 2024 draft picks and the undrafted free agents. And you can see that obviously 7 out of 9 of those draft picks were top fits for me before the draft. 2 of those undrafted guys we talked about as top fits before the draft. So I was ready to jump through a roof. Very excited about a lot of these additions. We've talked about them in depth. This isn't going to be too much in depth, but I will give you my brief opinion on all these. And again, I'd love to hear how you guys have them ranked, what's on your mind here. But you could see all of the players that Howie added, via the draft, free agency, just a pure madman. And well, I love every second of it. So we're going to count down top 15 offense and defense. I'll go through the offense first, and we'll start obviously from 15. We'll move our way down. Tiffany in the building. Let's go. We got a true sicko in here. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing well. Missed you guys the last couple of days. It has been quite busy for me, but I do apologize. But we'll see if anything happens. But I think we're all right there. And I knew what you were saying, my friend. But other than that, I think we're doing well. And we're going to talk about the players that we did add here. And you guys can let me know how you feel about it. My man, Daniel, let's go. And see, a sicko like you, that is exactly what this show is about. Because, dude, trying to fit this kind of stuff in now with my schedule, especially with my boss away, it's just been insane. I mean, look at me, dude. Look at me. And if this upsets anybody, I'm truly sorry, dude. I'm all about the grind, dude. I'm sorry. But I hope that you enjoy the graphics, the knowledge I try to give you. And I'd love to hear what kind of knowledge you have on any situation, anything you got on your mind. That's what we're here for, man. Let's chop it up. Let's talk some birds while I've got a little bit of time here. I got to get back up at 5 a.m. again, though. So going to try to make this a quick one. But, appreciate you, Don. I hope all is well, man. And hopefully that mend keeps on mending. It has been hard times. And this morning I was feeling rough, man. So I'm hoping you're feeling all right, dude. I was just trying to talk to my buddy I was working with today. I was just like, I can't afford this. I need to find that extra. So hopefully some birds chatter can get us heading in the right direction, my man. But appreciate you tuning in. And let's start it off at number 15. And look, I wanted to get a top 30 here. I'm a true sicko. So you're going to see some names and be like, what the don't worry. We're moving up. We're going through the offense first. So starting it off, Kendall Milton. I like this pickup here. You get a guy out of Georgia. You didn't draft anybody. So that, obviously gets everybody. Oh, okay. We got someone from Georgia. But you get some competition there. This is one of those goal line backs we talked about. And I really like this kid. You can go check out any of the videos on any of these undrafted kids. Any of the drafted, there's videos on everybody. There's playlists for all of that information, whether you're looking for the draft, the roster, the cap space, any of that stuff. But Kendall Milton, I am a fan of him. He adds a competition to that running back room with some other guys like Will Shipley, the rookie. You've got Tyrion Davis-Price, Lou Nichols that were brought in as reserve future guys. Obviously, Kenny G. And then one of those other free agents we're about to talk about here in a little bit. But Kendall Milton, I like him. Now, number 14, another undrafted kid. This was one of my top fits before the draft as a late round or undrafted prospect. Anim Dankwa out of Howard. And I think that this young man, he's a project, but his athleticism, the way he moves, this is somebody that Jeff Stoutland, you give him to him, you find out. And dude, he was undrafted. So I like this. I thought that this was a good addition here as an undrafted fit. So wanted to get some undrafted guys in here. You saw Milton, you saw Dankwa. I did like a lot of these other guys, but had to keep it at 15, and let's keep her moving. Now, number 13, this was a draft pick of the Philadelphia Eagles, round 6, pick 190 out of NC State. We've got Dylan McMahon, and this kid, he can play guard, center. He can move around. He's versatile, and I think that, this is another kid with stout. You never know, but bringing that versatility, he has a chance, a depth piece where we're, obviously missing Kelsey, so if somebody could step it up, Dylan McMahon, I like the pick, round 6. Why not? We knew they were going to get some offensive linemen, so thought it was a good pick. Now at number 12, I've got John Ross, and I know some people want to have him. I want to have him as a starter, want to have whatever. Look, I'm all about him doing well and hopefully, finding success here with the Eagles. But to me, he was never really much other than speed, and he didn't really help in the return game. Now the kickoff rules have changed, so maybe he can bring something a little different. But I think to me, he's got a lot to prove, and best of luck to him with the new system. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith around him, maybe that pushes him. So hey, why not kick the tire? So I thought a decent addition, not hurting anything, not hurting the cap. I think that if he makes it, fantastic. But if not, hey, best of luck. He came out of retirement to give it a shot. He tried last year with the Chiefs. Didn't work out, so doing it again this year. We'll see how he does in training camp and during preseason. John Ross, best of luck to you. Now, number 11, you're thinking, what the Will Grier out of actually from the Chargers, but you remember ex-Cowboy. But the reason I have him here is because I think it's a great addition to the point that he knows the system that Kellen Moore is running. He is somebody that comes here not only with the quarterback coach, Doug Nussmeier, with Kellen Moore. Now you have a guy like Will Grier, who's like your player coach. So he can help not only, you talk about Jalen Hurts and Tanner McKee and Kenny Pickett, but you talk about the receivers, the younger receivers, the tight ends, the linemen, even learning things in preseason games. This is a guy that's a veteran, knows the system. That really helps. And, you're running a lot of basic stuff, but when these guys can do those things, the basic things, they find success in preseason, and that can help some of these other guys. So I think he is all around just somebody good to have in the locker room. I hope that he's a practice squad emergency guy, but I doubt he's one of the top 3 there. So I thought a good addition, though, for this offseason. So Will Grier at number 11. Number 10, I've got, Matt Hennessy here, another versatile guy. We talked about Dylan McMahon. I think Hennessy is somebody, if he stays healthy, this is a guy I really like. And, he could possibly be a starter if he, looks good this training camp. I think that this offseason, anything could happen, but bringing that versatility, play center and guard, that definitely helps. And I thought it was a great addition at the beginning of free agency. Well, near the beginning of free agency where, you shored up getting some kind of depth there that can push these younger guys. Now at number 9, I've got Paris Campbell, and I like Paris Campbell, but had a down year. But hey, it's Daniel Jones and the Giants. They suck. So maybe in the new system, with his speed, with his familiarity, with Nick Sirianni, maybe this kid comes out here and can shine a little bit. He helps in the return game if need be, but he's somebody that, so far they've been giving a shot, in OTAs. So I thought that in mini camps, they, tried him out there. You want to see your new toy, so you're going to play with it, but we'll see what he can do. But I've got some other guys that, could definitely push him. So we'll see. Now at number 8, I've got CJ Uzomah, and I thought, definite need an upgrade at tight end. I would have done more, but I think CJ Uzomah still a great pickup for the Eagles and somebody with Goddard, a good 1-2 punch. But I'm going to be watching hard there to see what they do at tight end. But I thought a decent pickup there, so I've got him there at number 8. A good receiving tight end, but somebody who can block as well. So he's definitely improved his blocking, one of the better blocking tight ends. So I'm happy to have him here. Now at number 7, I've got Mekhi Becton, and this dude, look, a first-round pick, and I think, still very young with Stoutland here, already has him playing guard. Those are the things you love to see. So I think for me, Mekhi Becton could be a huge steal, and, you never know how many years Lane has left, and I hate to even say something like that, but you never know what could happen to him, a lot of anybody. And now with him playing guard this offseason, I think it's huge having him here, and I love the addition here for next to nothing to get him here. A prove it deal. So all about it, man. I love that pickup. Now at number 6, let's talk about Kenny Pickett. The trade with the Steelers there to get a backup for Jalen Hurts that has experience, a former first-round pick. This is a kid that obviously you heard the chatter. Oh, he's coming to start. Shut up. It's ridiculous how the media tries to do that. But we know the importance of the backup position. Maybe this kid shines in the offseason, preseason. Somebody comes knocking, and you get a good draft pick for him. So, hey, man, didn't cost much. The Eagles still made it work with their draft pick. So I thought Kenny Pickett was a great pickup, obviously, as a backup. He's a backup. So you got to have a backup. Tanner McKee, I love his future, but I can't rely on him being that guy if something were to happen. So not that I'm like, oh, yeah, Kenny Pickett's the answer, but for a backup, it's a great one to have. Still a young developing quarterback. We'll see what we can do with him and how he grows with Kellen Moore, Doug Nussmeier. Now, and Kevin Patullo, Nick Sirianni, and the rest of the gang. You get it. Let's get into the top 5 here on offense. I'll jump over to the comments, but you see Trevor Keegan here. I thought, man, he could have gone a little bit higher, but round 5, pick 172 out of Michigan. I think this dude, he's going to push Tyler Steele. Tyler Steen, holy hell. Trevor Keegan and Tyler Steen battling it out, right guard spot. We talk about Hennessy, some other guys, that can compete there. But I think that this was a good pickup in the 5th round. So I thought Howie, another well done pick. So I can't wait to see how this stuff looks, during this offseason here coming up. But number 4, Johnny Wilson. This, where he was picked, round 6, 185. We talked about him. Obviously had some drop issues. Obviously somebody that's still being developed. I think, though, with his skill set, his athleticism, size, oh, my God, dude. We talk about him in the red zone, getting some help for Jalen Hurts. Let's get this kid going with AJ, Devontae. Let's get this kid stepping it up. Out of Florida State, I love Johnny Wilson in the 6th round. Thought it was a fantastic pick. So you guys know I had him as one of my pre-draft fits. Love to see him here. Can't wait to see him blossom. Hoping that he develops into something. If not, he was a 6th round pick. So great pick by Howie. Now, number 3 here, another pre-draft fit, Will Shipley, man. You guys know, I think this kid, he would be a great addition here with Saquon Barkley, learning from Saquon Barkley. And I know the team loves Kenny Gainwell, but you've got some really good running backs here that are, with high promise, and they didn't cost much. So we'll find out if any of those back end guys want to step up. But Will Shipley in the 4th round, I thought out of Clemson, that was a great pick for them. He could have gone in the 3rd, in my opinion. I just think that this kid, he's going to bring something special, and learning from Saquon, that's really going to help him. So excited to see him on the field. But number 2 here, I think Paris Campbell could not be the starter just due to the fact Anaya Smith, but it might take a little bit just because of his injury. So maybe not at the beginning of the season, but I think this kid has the ability to be that number 3 for the future here with Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. So, man, in the 5th round, pick 152, another one of my pre-draft top fits for the Eagles, Anaya Smith, dude. I still can't believe this kid. You get him the ball, whether throwing it to him, handing it to him, letting him return the ball, kick return, punt return, he can do it all. I thought a fantastic pick by the Eagles. I was super excited if you guys were watching that live stream. I don't know. I felt like Howie was really cheating off my my notes here. So I was pretty excited. So at number 2, I had Anaya Smith because at number 1, it's kind of impossible not to have him at number 1 here on the offensive pickups. And Saquon Barkley, dude, we talked about it. If you're going to lose DeAndre, we talked about Saquon Barkley. Let's bring him back to Pennsylvania. This was the top offensive free agent we wanted the Eagles to go after. We talked about this extensively. Let Swift walk. I like Swift, but let's get a true all-around back who will finally get to see what it's like with a quarterback, receivers, an offensive line, a defense. So not to say the Giants haven't had a decent defense at times, but man, Saquon Barkley, oh my sweet Lord. I hope you're all ready for the show because I don't think people understand what we just added to this offense. Like, we had our struggles, but like, we have some really dynamic players, and I think we're going to be the top offense, if not top 3. I just think that we really, really, we're going to see some amazing things here. So let me jump over to the comments. Let me know how you feel about the offensive list there. And let's go, baby. Go Birds. Appreciate you, and happy hump day to you. Liz in here. We got Jay in here. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and hate to hear that, man. Hope the surgery goes well, Don. But I appreciate you taking the time during your recovery. And Bob, I am a fan of Milton there, but a lot of players I had ahead of him, and I think it's going to be some great competition this offseason, and definitely some positive thoughts and prayers going out to you, my man, and appreciate you taking the time here. But do you think the media are taking this fallout? Oh, there is no fallout. I just don't even watch that stuff, man. Yeah, so hope you're doing well. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Yeah, that none of that stuff is real. I just don't even get into that stuff. But sorry, trying to keep it scrolling. I want to try to keep this around a half hour, but definitely some great depth there on the O line. And Don, I hope you're doing well, my man. And that sucks that you've been in there for so long. I hope you get out of there soon. So we'll talk some Birds as much as we can to get you through that. I definitely know how that goes. So I'll do my best to keep you preoccupied here. But Yeah, we got a lot of great pieces, but the thing that I love the most is we have a lot of the same pieces as last year. We have that foundation we talked about here, man. So, yeah, a lot of great choices out there, my man. But I'm ready for this season. And, dude, Saquon here, it's going to be nuts. Going to be nuts. South Jersey, appreciate you taking the time, my friend. But let's jump into this defense. Let me know how you feel about the offense. Dude, I was like, which one do we want to do? Because I'm excited about all of them, but this defense, oh my Lord. We talked about let's upgrade it, right? Oh boy, did we ever upgrade it. So it was hard to pick 15 here, but I figured out a way. Now, the back end, there was just some guys I wanted to mention. It was just like, you know what, whatever, dude. So Andre Sam, he makes his way onto the list. This is somebody that I'm hopeful that can make the practice squad here. A versatile D back that can help you at nickel, safety, and I liked him at LSU. So I was excited to see him here. And, as an undrafted kid, and I think that practice squad probably, but hey, maybe he shines this offseason, does something special. But I thought it was a great addition. Howie always staying on top of things and going out and getting one of the top undrafted kids out there. I thought that was a great move. So got him here at 15. Now, at 14 on the defense here, this was one of those reserve future signings, Julian Okwara. And we talked about it when the move happened. We're going to need edge depth. We don't know what's going to happen with Reddick or Graham. And, well, Graham's back. Reddick's gone. And we got Bryce Huff. Hell yeah. But you still need depth there. We know Nolan Smith. We've got Jalen Hunt. We've got a lot of depth there. But, hey, you want a strong rotation. And this is one of those guys that has the ability to be one of those edge guys, play that D end outside linebacker that can edge rush and drop into coverage, do all that, stop the run. So I thought Okwara was a good addition here. Going to see him compete as one of those edge guys this offseason. So excited there. Now, number 13, Tyler Hall. I like this addition. Thought he was definitely slept on. The Raiders suck. So, sometimes that happens. But I thought this was a good pickup. But then we added like 942 more defensive backs. So getting a little slim back there, but he can help in the return game. Maybe he can show off this offseason. But I still like the pickup. And I think he's got a chance here. So thought that was a decent one, but one of those kids I like, Sean Stevens, plays the same damn position. And we talk about that speed. We talk about, 16 interceptions the last 2 years, leading NCAA last couple of years. So, I know it was at Ferris State. I get it. I hear that stuff. But to me, Sean Stevens, I thought that was a really good pickup after his tryout. And, smaller school, but you can always find those diamonds in the rough. And if he makes the practice squad, or hell, even makes his way onto the 53, that would be nuts. But I think there's a strong case to try to keep this kid around. So thought that was a good pickup. Now at number 11, I've got Oren Burks, and we needed linebacker depth. This dude can help you on special teams. He can start if need be, but provides depth there. And I thought this is a great pickup if you're not bringing back Sean Bradley. This is an upgrade there. And I love Sean. No knock on him, but I think Oren Burks with the ability to actually help as linebacker depth. I thought that was a good pickup there. Now at number 10, one of my undrafted fits we talked about before the draft, Gabe Hall. I think this kid, we talked about if he doesn't go drafted, you have to go pick him up. They got him. I think this kid could make the 53. But, if not, I'm praying he makes the practice squad because he's got a bright future. I think one of those guys that could back up Jalen Carter perfectly, fits that mold. That 4 technique, defensive tackle, interior D-line, you want to call him a D-end in the odd fronts, whatever. But I think Gabe Hall, a great pickup in the undrafted pool. So loved it. And I got him at number 10 in the top 10. So let's move through that top 10 at number 9, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Man, we talked about this. I was not as high on Trotter as a lot of people. And we talked about, could he fall into the 4th, maybe even the 5th? And damn, man. All the way in the 5th, he kept everyone sweating. Pick 155. Dude, we got the Axeman's son here, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. That is awesome. Love it. Love where he was able to fall. The Eagles, no-brainer to grab him there. Need some linebacker depth. Need to find starters of the future. What better way to go than, the Axeman's son? And he's going to have that extra fire, man. He's going to have his dad on his ass, too. So I'm excited to see what becomes of that pick. But I thought a great pickup for the Eagles. Now at number 8, Jalen Hunt. And I wanted to put him higher because you guys know I had him as one of my top fits for the Eagles pre-draft. And Heard a lot of no one's ever heard of this kid. Well, they should be watching the damn show then, because Jalen Sun, his experience as a former safety, someone in high school that played receiver, he's got that athleticism, speed to be able to drop into coverage, do things as an edge that such a high upside. And third round pick, I thought maybe he could go in the fourth, but dude, the third, okay, if they really liked him that much at pick 94, I wasn't against it. If you guys were watching that live stream, I was pumped about it. Got one of my guys again, and dude, it just kept happening. So that was awesome. But Jalen Sun, a fantastic pick for the Eagles, and I'm excited to see what he does here. Now at number 7, Zach Bond. Talked about this. This is that guy that, can play off ball, can play on the edge. This dude provides you depth at both, and I think he definitely makes the squad. I think this is one of those Vic Fangio guys that just fits that mold perfectly. People were asking for Van Ginkel, and I totally understand that, but this is your Van Ginkel here. This is Zach Bond. This is a guy that's going to, and he's been getting those off-ball starting reps. He'll compete with Dean for a starting spot, and I think sky's the limit with this linebacker room if they stay healthy. So, yeah, I'm excited about that Zach Bond pickup. Now, up next, the other starter who's definitely going to be starting is Devin White. This dude, he's going to get back to all-pro form. I can feel it. He's going to be a leader of this defense. I'm ecstatic about the addition. Let me know how you are feeling about these defensive additions, because I'm ready to go through a wall just talking about them. Adding those linebackers, though, we just mentioned a bunch of them, gets me pretty excited. They really added in the areas we needed to. And I know there's a lot of questions for people, but hey, it's not the season just yet. We still got 25.7, I believe it is, million in cap space. So how he wants to add, he will. But we're talking about what we've added so far. And Devin White, fantastic addition. Now let's jump into the top 5 here. Number 5, CJ Gardner-Johnson. Bringing him back. Did not get that deal the year before. Went to the Lions. You bring him on home. And I thought, this was a great move. We needed a safety. Maybe we still need another. Sidney Brown needs to be healthy. But bringing back Gardner-Johnson, I thought, was a fantastic move. And he should have never left. So happy to see him back. Fantastic. I'm hoping he stays healthy. We know he struggled with injuries the last couple of years. So hopeful that he stays healthy, and it'll be a great addition. Now at number 4, this one, maybe cheating a little bit, but I thought about it. Look, this has to be on here because it's important. Isaiah Rodgers here. Yes, he was signed last year, and we talked about him all year. Talked about, couldn't wait to get him off suspension, but that's why this is so important. This is one of the top pickups because, dude, Howie is such a little dude. I love, he is a madman. He truly is a madman, a magician, whatever you want to call him. Goes out here, gets this kid who could be a starter this year. Very, very cheap. We've seen, you guys can go check out that last video where got the top 51 cap hits. It's like 1.1 million for this dude. What a steal of a deal. Goes on suspension, gets off. We've got him this year. Can help you in the return game if need be. Can play outside, inside. Love this addition. Cannot wait to see what Isaiah Rodgers does this offseason. Now, number 3, man. This was my number 1 free agent this year. You guys remember, got to get me some Bryce Huff. We got him. Then we kind of knew the writing was on the wall that Hassan Reddick could be gone, but oh, baby, I'm ready for some Bryce Huff. I hope you are too. And Nolan Smith and Josh Sweat and Brandon Graham and Jalen Sun. I'm ready for all of them. But leader of the pack, let's go, Bryce Huff. Oh, man. And I'm very excited about him, but having him at number 3 tells you how excited I am about the next 2. But Bryce Huff, he's going to destroy people, and they're sleeping on the wrong one. Let me just keep continuously telling you that. There was a reason he was my number 1 fit. You remember that morning, free agency started, my source reached out and said, you got your top offense and defensive guy, Bryce Huff. Saquon Barkley, I made that post. I let you guys know, and then later in the afternoon, I was at work. I got done. I saw it, and I was like, oh, my God, it really did happen. Still kind of shocked and can't wait to see it on Sundays. Well, I guess the first one will be on a Friday or whatever these preseason games. But you know what I'm saying. That'll be a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Who knows? Okay, number 2, Cooper DeJean. This dude, oh, my God. At pick 40, we traded up. We talked about this. Like the first day, it was like, no way that this happened. And then what if on day 2 this happens? And dude, we got Cooper DeJean, and I cannot stress enough how excited I am about this Swiss Army knife. Can play all over the field. We talk about it. Going to get a little work at nickel. We need that right now. I think that he could be that starter, sooner rather than later. But he can help you outside. He can play safety. You heard in the draft like it was a bad thing that he's versatile. No, he fits exactly what Vic Fangio is looking for. This is that guy. This is who we wanted in the draft. You remember this was my top pick for the Eagles in the draft. We got him at pick 40. I just can't believe it. So excited about it. Number 2. So you could guess. Number 1 here, baby. Quinyon Mitchell. Holy I still can't believe we got the best corner in this draft at pick 22. And you'll hear people, he played at Toledo. Dude, he could have played wherever he wanted. He wanted to stay there, stay true, and go whoop some ass, dude. And oh my God, he is. Whoever's saying that stuff, I'm telling you, they just haven't watched him. And when they do, I promise you, they're going to be blown away. Quinyon Mitchell is that dude. So that was my top 15 on offense, top 15 on defense, the top 30 offseason additions for the Philadelphia Eagles in 2024. But that is all I've got for you right now. I am beat up. But let me know how you guys feel about that top 30 list, whether you got your own list, whatever's on your mind. Gonna get rolling out here, though. Secondary should give our backers a line. Time to shake up. Well, you kind of want your line to get there so that they don't have to have time. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, they both feed off each other, but it begins in the trenches, man. So that's why we've added there. And I think all of them are going to feed off each other, man. So I'm with you. People don't understand what it means at Barkley. Oh, yeah. They're going to find out real soon. And I can't wait. It's going to be truly beautiful to watch. Go understood. Still, he's done. Oh, he's gonna terrorize souls, man. They're not ready. Hunt could be the future. Dude, I'm telling you, if you heard me before the draft, I am quite excited about him. So Zach Bond, excited to see what he can do as depth as well here. Love the addition of Devin White myself. Great pickup. And Isaiah Rodgers. They're really sleeping on the wrong one there. Devin White, dude, yep, he's going to be a leader on D. Dude, this is going to be, I'm telling you, this is going to be a really exciting year. I'm sticking to my Super Bowl prediction even more so that we talked about getting back on track. Well, it's all over. Sky is falling. Get rid of everybody. Nope. Jalen Hurts is the leader. Nick Sirianni's the coach. Howie Roseman's GM. Whether they like it or not, dude, it's going down this year. So, they're going to find out, man. He's going to be a great off-ball linebacker. So I'll be pumped. But Quinyon could definitely be starting. He's going to be competing with Kaylee Ringo this year. So maybe not right away. Or maybe it could, dude, Isaiah Rodgers could be that guy outside. Cooper DeJean inside. Quinyon Mitchell inside, outside. So many different things you can do. I can't wait to see. But I think Quinyon Mitchell could definitely win that job. But I'm losing my voice. Losing it all. Feeling like hell. A lot of yelling today over the drilling and all that fun stuff. But going to be fun. And you guys know we talked about Rodgers. Definitely sleeping on the wrong one. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, that is all I have for you this evening. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this video. You can always hit that like button, subscribing, sharing that stuff. Really, it means the world to me. But running out of ammo here, running on fumes, and cannot wait. And going to be fun to see who's starting. But appreciate you tuning in, Dylan. If you rewatch it, love to hear your thoughts. Keith, my man, appreciate you as well. You guys are awesome. Glad you enjoyed it. Losing my voice. If I cannot be here tomorrow, I promise you, I'll be here for Fan Friday this week. We'll be throwing it down. Gonna open up the mailbag, throw it out tomorrow. Let you sickos get it in. But let's go. And I promise you, we're winning the Super Bowl this year. Jot it down. You can trust me. And Bob, you know what's coming. The rest of you know what's coming, what I'm going to be asking for. But if you guys need anything, it doesn't have to be about the birds. You need a friend, anything, you can always reach out. But I hope you're all having a great week. I am definitely Beat Street McGee, but always here for you if you need me. Until next time, I'm Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!